let's get to this WeebWatch, man. Anohana, the flower we saw that day. Okay, so this is my first time watching it. I've heard about this anime, similar to like I know CJ had mentioned it before. I've heard this anime a while back, right? Chris's first watch, okay. Smithy, was it yours?
Yeah, first watch.
Okay, and CJ was yours, right?
About it, same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like it's everyone's first watch for the most part. The J Will said his too. I know it's McBiggy's first watch. But yeah, a lot of us have heard about it in like passing, whatever. Okay, Chris, this guy is crazy, bro. I'll read that in a second. It was my first watch too, and I really didn't know what to expect. I really thought it was going to be like the summertime anime that I watched a while ago. I thought it was gonna be like along those lines because it kind of gave me that feeling, but it was nowhere near like that, bro. And it kind of sets you right into it, which I don't mind. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I do enjoy when they kind of like just throws you into what's going on in the plot and shit like that, whatever. So we're starting off and basically they're kind of talking about in the past how there's this girl named Menma who had passed away, right? And she's appearing, like it starts off with her talking to Jin. I'll just call him Jin. Actually, what the fuck is his name? Jintan? Yadomi. I'm gonna call him Yadomi because he don't even deserve a nickname. Anyways, yeah. So it starts off with her talking to Yadomi. Yadomi's talking to his father, and she's complaining about like wanting food, whatever the case may be. But long story short, Yadomi's the only one who can see her. Nobody else can see her. She was the girl from the past with the friend group, the super peace bullshit, whatever, that had ended up, passing away. She ended up dying. And for some reason, Yadomi's the only one who can see her. He calls her his summertime beast because she comes through in the summer, and it's just reminding him and bringing up all these feelings. And, he had a romantic interest of her or romantic interest in her in the past when they were children, whatever. And, there's stuff that was like left unsaid and feelings left explained. Chris, I will say what Chris says. Chris says, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting ahead of everything that needs to be said. Yukiatsu should die. F that dude. Always first they have baggage, says McBiggy. I'm not gonna lie. I will agree wholeheartedly and then some. I'm gonna double down. I'm gonna triple down. Yukiatsu is the scummiest, most fucking piece of shit. I just detested him and couldn't stand him. He had one good moment, which we'll get to, but I couldn't stand that motherfucker. I royally was like, fuck you. Actually, fuck you, bro. I can't stand this bitch ass cross-dressing motherfucker, bro. I don't even get it, cross. I was just so mad because he was so annoying and so stuck up, so delusional, obsessive. Like, I couldn't stand him, bro. I couldn't stand him. So I will allow that, Chris. We definitely could get ahead on that one.
Yeah.
The cross-dressers peak though, it was funny as shit. So anyways, so my first impression, like I said before, I didn't really know what to expect. I knew it was gonna be a slow burner, so I wasn't really too dissatisfied with it, and I wasn't like bored, you know what I'm saying? But I knew it was slow, and I was like, okay, like I got a little interest, like what are they gonna do with this, right? So for me, I was like, I'ma just wait and see. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna just wait and see. So that was my approach in the beginning. Smithy, what about you?
Yeah, same way. I like the mystery. Starts off Jintan. He's seeing this girl, and he's kind of like, "What the hell's going on?" So there was like mystery there, and I was locked in. Like you said, it's gonna be a slow burn. Animation was good.
Yeah, animation's pretty good.
Rip, and you could tell something happened in the past. She died, but the first episode, set it up real well.
Okay. And what about you, CJ?
I had an idea of what this was. Honestly, it still wasn't what I thought it was. I don't know if I got this confused with another show, but in my memory, I felt like when I heard about this way back in like 2020 or whenever, In my memory, I heard. First of all, I thought this was a 2-season show, and
Okay.
I heard like stuff relating to it being sad, and then I heard like this season 2 that doesn't exist. I heard that shit's even more sad. But this show don't have a season 2, so now I'm wondering if I got the shows confused. But anyway,
Yeah, which one would you be talking about then?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Unless they talking about the movie, but I doubt they talking
Oh,
about the movie.
they might be talking about the movie.
I don't know. But anyway, so I was expecting mass depression or some shit. But anyway,
Mass
it
depression.
starts on. It starts off, and my first thought is, yo, this girl is annoying, boy. Like, what's wrong with you? Oh, a little bratty entitled girl. Uh, reminds me of some people I know. I'm like, yeah, this girl's so annoying.
Oh, wait.
I always said like if I get a daughter, I want a nice like quiet girl, and she's like the opposite. She's just full of energy and yappy and freaking entitled and
Grabbing on
bratty and
everyone.
Yeah,
yeah,
she was crazy.
freaking definitely a little slow in the head. I'm like, okay, she's annoying, bro. After like 10 or so minutes, it starts to die down a little, and that's when it became watchable. Then we see this main character who's also he's like a shut-in, and based on the way he interacts, he's a little slow too.
Guys, shut the fuck
And I'm
up.
like, okay, she only he can see her,
I just read that.
and he's looking crazy out here interacting with her in public. Like, I don't know why he just doesn't know better to not interact with an invisible woman. But it is what it is. Let's see where this goes.
Yo, real quick, I gotta
Bro, ban McViggy. Ban McViggy.
real quick, I'm fucking crying. Oh my god.
If I'm
Maybe,
Jintan, you're fucking Yuki Hatsu, so
bro, maybe he said the cross dresser's peak though. He reminds me of Smithy. Oh my god. But he was talking about Jin. He
yeah.
was talking about Jin, but before he got to he's a hermit too, I just thought he just took that. I thought he literally had his message, took 10 minutes and was like, he reminds me of Smithy. Like, that shit was so crazy. He didn't mean the
Right.
cross dresser, he meant Jin. Yo, that was
Shit
crazy.
happens in Bayonne, you know? I mean, hey.
That shit had me fucking weak, bro.
Also, I have a question about this, like this whole show. I guess we could talk about it
Facts,
now.
Chris.
'Cause it's, I guess spoiler, but
Okay.
the two, Jintan and Menma,
Yes.
they look so much younger than the other
Yes. And then
characters.
the others.
Like, is
Yes.
that
yes,
just
yes.
me, or was that bothering everyone the entire time?
Well,
Because
Menma,
I know
we know
she's-
why.
yeah, but she they still said that she's older. Like, oh, she looks older, she's beautiful or whatever. But still, like,
I
they
mean, she's
both
one of
look,
those. She's one of those that are like she's like she has like a young a young look, a young
yeah.
face, like like one of those.
But Jintan, like, the fuck, he looked like a child. And
Yeah.
the Popo was like a grown man with a beard. I was like, this just doesn't make sense. I don't know what's going on.
I didn't really think that about Jin, but I definitely thought that about Minma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think that about Jin, but like CJ said, Jay Will said once we found out that she's dead, and he's the only one who could see her. I was hoping for like a mystery whodunit type beat. It wasn't until like 4 or 5 episodes that I gave up on that idea. I was like, this is gonna be a slice of life type show. Wasn't mad about it though. Okay, yeah, so. Yeah, I never got the impression that it was like, oh, who killed her or whatever, because when they went back to the past, like they went back to the past kind of like quick, and frequent, whatever. So like, I understand that thought and that notion. That kind of would have been crazy too, but they kind of got rid of that. You know what I mean?
Bro, still on that Tamagotchi game mindset.
Yo, for real. And as we progress, like it was just really slow. You know what I mean? They're kind of building it up. Obviously, what CJ said, like Yadami, like he's like talking to her in person when he shouldn't be, obviously, and he comes across Anjo, who went to return something to him. He comes across the fucking cuck lord Yukiatsu, what's her name? Sudami? He comes to Surumi,
Yeah.
and they're all just grown up, and they're all just dicks. Like they're honestly like they're all just grown up and just assholes. Like straight up, Surumi got no right being a fucking see you next Tuesday. Anjo, she's just a fucking sheep. She's just following, and she's with the wrong crowd, and you know what I'm saying? Like she's all glammed up trying to be something that she's not. Yukiatsu needs to die. Like episode 1 to episode infinity needs to die.
Yeah.
And it was just annoying. Like it was actually really annoying seeing them until we saw Popo. Chris had alluded that Popo was his GOAT. I can concur and second that. Popo for me was a breath of fresh air because it's like he almost was like the extension of like keeping the dream alive, because like they tell us during the beginning of that, like basically Yarami brings it up, right? He brings up that he can see her to Popo, and Popo tells the rest of them, and now we get everyone invested, right? We see the cogs turn, we see how it affects certain people and different people, and what it does to them, and we see like the mystery kind of form, right? Like Popo is a ride or die, so he's like, bro, I believe you. If you tell me, I believe you. Don't worry, bro. And he was the only one that still used their little secret hideout in the mountains. Okay, this motherfucker, he said, I get my money whenever I can. I travel the world, bro. I go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he was there to listen to Yarami, and he was there to be like his second. Like he was like, yo, like I believe you, bro. Like what can we do about this, right? So as everyone gets involved in stuff, you kind of see the different dynamics. You know, Tsurumi and fucking Yukiatsu are these like prep college kids that are just stuck up and annoying, but you see Yukiatsu has like this little like he got a screw loose or something, bro. You could see from the get-go he had a screw loose, bro.
Smelling clothes and
yeah, he was smelling clothes, picking out girl clothes, literally just roping around Tsurumi. He literally just brought Tsurumi around to buy girl clothes for his imaginary girlfriend, which we all knew was like he didn't have a girlfriend. But we didn't know exactly what he was doing it for, right? And then we knew that Anjo had feelings because they kept going back to the you know past episode when they were younger, and it's just unfolding everything and showing how everything happened and everyone's like side of it, so to speak, or at least alluding to their side of it before we get into it. And then I remember for me it was really slow until the first encounter of the two Menmas, right? So we have the Menma that's with Yadomi, and then Popo is at the mountain, right? You know, he's at the fucking secret base, and then he sees air quotes Menma. So right then and there, I didn't know exactly what it was, but then the next episode, I think it was maybe episode 5 or 6, they introduce Yukiatsu, and he says that he saw Menma as well. I think this is when they agreed to have the barbecue, right? Am I wrong in that, or am I right?
Yep, barbecue.
Okay. Yeah, so I think this is when they agreed to have the barbecue, because there's a lot of stuff that happens in between. But it was really just like a lot of like
Hold on.
What happened?
You going through the whole show, G?
No, I'm not. There's still stuff that happens after.
I know. Let me get into some stuff.
I know. I'm explaining the memo part though. That's not the whole show. That's the first 5 episodes.
Yeah, damn near the whole show.
Anyways. So this is where we get to the second Menma, and this is where Yukiatsu is like, oh, I saw Menma too, with this smug look, like, oh, you're not the only one who can see her. And we know this motherfucker's batshit crazy. We know he's obsessed. We know that he used to love her. Like, it was just whatever. Real quick, Anjo, however you spell it, was I at best, not as low key. Every other character was meh. I was looking getting to me too for both of them. Okay, that they look young. Chris said my biggest pet peeve throughout this show, Memma could clearly interact with objects. She made food and opened doors the entire show. They're questioning if they believe him, and never once did she do shit to help him out. Facts. J.O. said Tomodachi game / erased wave. Karchenki said never once is wrong. Obviously, at the end she did it, but like still fuck that. Mad annoying. Facts. Popo was fire character. Said J. Will. Biggie said I really wanted that to be an evil Menma or something. An evil Menma was crazy. Was pretty disappointed it wasn't, and said, okay, so now we'll stop here. So now CJ, you can say your piece. Go ahead.
Yeah, back to like episode 2 when they started introducing characters. I was watching it with my girl. We seen the glasses girl and Yukiyatsu.
Yeah.
That name sounds like some fire food.
Yeah, now Yuki
I was
absolutely
thinking of
does.
some food the whole time. I
You know,
I
he's a
actually got
bitch
him confused
motherfucker.
with the main character at the start. I thought the main character's name was Yukiyatsu. I was like, oh, he sounds like some fire food. Then I realized it's this fuck boy. I was like, oh shit, that sucks. But yeah, he shows up. Bro automatically remind me of freaking. I was just saying every time I see him appear on the screen, I was just like Sasuke Aizen. I was like, yo, is this that Aizen backstory we was waiting for?
Stupid.
I was like, was this what he
The
was like
eyes and
before he became
backstory.
a Soul Reaper? Bro was just
He's
hella
stupid,
stuck up
bro.
and shit. Cause
He was
he
so
act like
annoying.
Aizen. He act like he knows everything. Like,
He's
oh, I
way worse
plan
than Aizen.
everything. I know
Way
everything. Blah
worse than
blah blah.
Aizen.
Yeah, he is. But he was just giving me Aizen vibes. The way he looks at them, that condescending look and everything.
Yeah.
Don't give him credit like that.
Don't get for real. Aizen was fucking gas, low key, bro.
The,
This motherfucker. Oh,
See, Aizen also annoyed the shit out of me. That's why I'm saying all this. But
that's fair.
you know, that's some people's goats. But yeah. So they introduced Glasses Girl. Automatically, they both come off as dicks. But I was kind of reading through the lines, and I liked the Glasses Girl because I could tell she wasn't actually a dick.
Yeah, no, yeah,
So
facts.
the first interaction, she's somewhat keeping Yukiyatsu in check,
Yep.
and then the second interaction where she's being an asshole toward Anja or whatever her name is,
Anjo, yeah. Or Ananu,
it
whatever.
she came off as a complete asshole, but that's only because she heard the shit they were talking about Yukiyatsu.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she reacted like that, like a
Facts.
complete bitch. It's not that she is just like that. She just heard them talking like bitches, so she responded like she was a bitch too. But yeah, I remember my girl was like, "Damn, everybody in this show's an asshole." Like what? And then we meet Popo. Popo shows up.
Popo the goat.
Clearly, yo, I was
Popo
saying
the goat.
this. So the happiest people in the show are like the tarded people.
The what?
The tarded people, bro.
Oh, okay.
There's a famous saying. Like those kind of people are the happiest people in life.
Yeah.
So Menma, Popo,
Yep.
happy as hell.
Yep.
Just every day is just a bundle of joy.
Yep.
Popo shows up. He's a little slow too, but he's like slow in the way we need. He's like goated slow. He's what we need from all these depressing assholes. He's just positive. He's just full of optimism. He's
John
ready
Joe,
to
what's
hold
it?
down the main character.
Facts.
And yeah, he shows up. I was like, every scene, I'm like, Popo, my goat, deliver
Yeah,
us from evil.
bro, dead ass, bro. Like Popo. Every time I saw him, I was like, "Yo, Popo's my goat, bro. I don't even care, bro. Popo's my fucking goat. Like straight up, Popo's my goat, bro." But go ahead, continue. You had anything else to say or nah?
So then I didn't find it boring or anything.
Mm-hmm.
My only real complaint was like the start of episode 1 with that girl being annoying and
Yeah.
just getting used to the main character just awkwardly interacting with people because he's talking to a
Ghost.
person that's not there.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, why don't you know better? But you know, he's slow in the head too. But anyway, so then we get to the thing where he saw the Menma in the woods.
Yeah.
While he's pissing, by the way, crazy work.
Yeah.
So when you link it all back together and
Yeah,
realize
that's
it was
wild.
actually Yukiyatsu,
Oh yeah.
bro is running by the woods while men are pissing.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. And what was he
Bro.
doing over there? Like, we never find out why he was just like lurking over there,
Bro.
cross-dressed. Like, he wanted to get
I
found out. He was looking at
yeah,
Popo's dick the whole time.
Like,
I
bro.
think he was playing mental mind games.
Yeah, he
But
wanted to get found out, so his story added up. Like, oh, the only one who saw Menma, right? Because he knew what type of narrative it was going to create. So
yeah. So I was more interested there naturally.
Of course. I
but
mean, you see a
I just
cross-dresser.
thought maybe. Well, before we realize he's a crossdresser,
Okay.
when he saw Menma in the woods, he saw the
Cross-dresser.
white figure.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe it was just a random lady in white that's just gonna lead to a massive misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I knew it was Yukiatsu the second the
Yep.
glasses girl said, "Did she have a ribbon?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, she's onto something, and the only
Yeah.
thing she could be onto is this guy she's always with.
Obsessive. Yep. Because he's obsessed. 100%.
Yeah. And then like you saw him sniffing shit, so I'm like, wait a minute, the shit he's sniffing, what if he put it on? So immediately I knew it was him right there when she asked that question. And then he shows up talking that shit like, "Oh, I see Menma too." I'm like, bro, this guy, he just always want to be down. He always want to seem like he know everything. Like,
He was so
then
annoying.
they caught his ass cross dressing, shameless,
Running his ass, he's sprinting through the woods.
freaking shameless.
Yo, it
And
was
then
an episode of Get Out, bro. I was like, nah, this is crazy.
after getting
Oh,
caught, he
shit.
had the nerve to try and square up.
Yo, he was
I
tight.
was like, bro, this man is trying to give a lecture to the main character and trying to fight him.
In a white
when
dress
he's
and
Bro,
a
like,
ribbon.
yo, are you okay?
Yo,
They're like, yo,
with a
Mind you, the
white
whole
dress and a ribbon, bro.
the whole show, he's like saying, "Oh, you're stupid. You're crazy. Oh, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're a disgrace."
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy is caught in a dress in the woods with his wig flying off his
Right,
head.
his wig.
Like,
Yo.
yo, and then he tried to square up and tell the main character, "You're crazy. We're sick of you." Like, bro, do you see yourself?
Yo,
We sick
nah,
of
he was
you.
a certified tweaker, bro. He was a
We
certified
sick.
tweaker. And what made it funnier was that Sudami was like, "You're too tall to be wearing that dress." I was fucking crying, bro. I was like, bro, she knew this motherfucker was batshit crazy, bro. She knew he was tripping, bro. And this motherfucker with his long ass legs and athletic build ass stature, bro. Like, what the fuck? Come on, gang. Like, didn't she say like shave your
Yeah.
legs or some shit like that? I'm like, bro, come on, gang. This is wicked, bro. This is wicked work.
Yeah. It's
Wicked
funny
work.
because we know she like him.
Yeah, we
We know she
knew.
like
Oh
him
my
because
god,
why else would you always be with this guy?
bro,
She
the love hexagon has to go. Like this love,
Yeah.
what, bro? I couldn't take it. This love hexagon was pissing
where's
me
Popo's
off.
love?
I mean, Popo loves
Popo
himself, so
gets
that's all
love
enough.
all over the country.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he
When
torn,
Popo
bro.
travel, they like,
For
"Oh,
real.
Popo, you so big."
Yeah, he's okay, bro. What the fuck, bro? Popo's out there trying to get that foreign nanny. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that foreign nanny.
Popo don't need the locals. The
but the
locals are
fucking
slow.
yo, this love hexagon, whatever the fuck it is, bro, is literally the most annoying thing ever. We know Surumi likes Yukiatsu. We know Yukiatsu likes Menma. We know Menma likes Jin. We know Jin likes Menma. We know that Anjo likes Jin. I'm like, bro, we know, like, it's just like, bro, please, can we, like, bro, please, like, come on, gang, can we just get this shit under wraps, bro? That shit was annoying as fuck. Just to catch up real quick. Chris, so Chris was like, yeah, instead he was just an annoying bitch ass crossdresser. Nothing else happened after episode 5. Jealous bitch, loser, hate him. Episode 4 to 8, you could erase. I didn't like him at all. After he was smelling the wig and shit. Hell not. Facts. Not gonna was good, bro. She was mean with some of the things she says. Talking about Surumi, yeah, Surumi was mean, but she was also like trying to keep people in check and like try to, like, you know what I'm saying, like check people, but she also needs to be checked too, because I remember one thing that she said during the show, and the whole time I thought that of everyone. She said that he's just speaking as a reflection of himself. So anytime she said something, anytime anybody said something, I'm like, okay, they're all speaking as a reflection of themselves. And we saw that later on. Only not bitch character was Popo and the dad. Fuck, this snowstorm was good, Minnie. Only two glimpses of life. Dad was sick. Maybe that's why I'm always happy. Biggie said in response to the Tard people or the slow people. It was CJ's Tard comment. Yeah, it's going off the rails. Hey yo, that's why Popo was the only good one. Everyone else was fake. It's true. It's true. Because after that, bro, it was kind of like this fucking like up and down game, right? It was this up and down game of like, how much do we believe Yadami versus how much do we want to just forget shit happened, bro, or just be done with the shit, right? Like you even see them go to I hate to go out of order, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter for this anime. So basically, after that had happened, right, we get the scene where Anjo's with her friends. They're doing karaoke. They said that she's been super flaky because obviously she's been entertaining stuff with the whole Super Peace group. But they kind of like came to like a weird split after that whole fucking cross dress scene and how he's like, "Oh, Yadami, you're crazy, whoopty woo," all this other bullshit, whatever. The writing was out of order too, yes. So Anjo's with her friends. They go into karaoke with some guys, some older guys. One of the older guys, she clearly doesn't want to be there. One of the older guys is like, "Yo, come with me. We're gonna go home. I'm gonna walk her home. We just don't want to be there. I gotta work in the morning."
Trying to
Yada
watch
yada.
One Piece.
Yeah, he was trying to watch One Piece, whatever. Meanwhile, he's just a fucking creep who's trying to take advantage of her. He tries to bring her to the Love Hotel, right? And this is after Yukiatsu and Tsurumi saw them, because Yukiatsu and Tsurumi both missed the train, thankfully, and saw Anjo and her friends, right? Nobody said nothing to each other. They just went in passing. And Yukiatsu knew something was up. Also, he's weird because he also got something tied to Anjo too. Whatever. As Anjo and this weird guy is walking home, he's trying to walk her into a Love Hotel. And she's obviously a virgin. Obviously, she dresses a certain way because she's trying to be like her friends. But she's not easy. She's a virgin, okay? Upon this guy trying to like grab on her and pull her into the Love Hotel and was like, stop being so stingy. I know you put out, all that shit, whatever. Yukiatsu, his only redeeming moment was the fact that he stopped the guy from potentially sexually abusing her, which I think is very, very like that. Like that's his only redeeming moment, and you got to give him props. You got to give him flowers for that because, bro, I can't stand that shit. And it was just AIDS, bro. Like that scene was AIDS. I'm just like, bro, please don't let shit happen to her, bro. Because even though Anjo ain't the best character, bro, she ain't the worst. Like she, you know what I'm saying? Like she's a tolerable character, and like nobody deserved that shit, bro. Like that shit is disgusting. It makes me bad. It makes me mad. So Yukiatsu was the only redeeming moment. Shout out to him. Was the fact that he stopped that guy from taking advantage of Anjo. Now after that, this motherfucker's off the rails again. Okay, off the fucking rails again. Talking about, oh, we should go out. Meanwhile, he's still obsessed over fucking Menma, and he's still delusioned. He's still smelling wigs and holding her dress. And I'm like, this nigga is just out of his bird, bro. Straight up out of his bird. How was the businessman? I don't know.
I was saying the same shit. I was like, yes, he finally did something.
Yeah,
and then
for real.
2 seconds later, he's
Went
like,
right
yo,
back,
you a
yeah.
virgin, right? You want to go out?
Bro,
I'm like, bro,
bro,
after she was just about to get R'd, this is what you say?
bro. Like,
Like,
did like the One Piece
oh,
shout out? Yeah,
yeah.
I know. I wish the One Piece shout out wasn't the rapist either, bro.
I
The
found that
rapist.
funny leading up to that because he was like, she was like, oh, don't you have to see One Piece? He's like, that's in 2 days. What are you talking about?
Yeah, nah, that was
Yeah,
wicked, bro.
no, that
I'm
was
like, nah, this is crazy, bro. I'm like, nah, there's no way they could do that. They could do One Piece like that. That's so foul. We went
Yeah,
from two shows. We went from one show fucking doing a great reenaction of fucking Super Saiyan Goku and Dragon Ball Z to go into this one that references One Piece,
Yeah.
but it's a rapist. Like, bro, come on, gang. What's up, yo? What's up? What'd you say, Smithy? What were you saying?
Nah, the only other One Piece shout out we had in WeebWatch 2 was that Inuyashiki? And he was
Yeah,
like a
Inuyashiki.
mass
That shit was
murderer.
Yeah,
elite. That
yeah.
shit was
We got a
elite.
mass. Yo, One Piece, don't do One Piece like that anymore, everybody.
Yo, for
That
real, bro. They
shit was
doing One Piece
elite,
foul, bro.
Nah, that Inuyashiki One Piece was elite. He was like, bro,
Shut up, McBiggie.
like, why are you talking about your dead mom and sister? Like, we're
Yeah.
talking about One Piece.
Who's your favorite character?
That shit was crazy. But yeah, so that was his only redeeming moment. But he kind of went up the rails, whatever. And we also got a glimpse of Menma, you know, like traveling and visiting different people. She ended up visiting her home. You know what I'm saying? She ended up visiting her home because I think this is when Yadomi was like, I need a break from you right now. So she went to go visit her home and she saw her mom, who was like literally driven psycho over her daughter's death. Like, obviously it's one of those things where it's like, you can't say it's not justified, but you can't say it is justified. But you know, she was just super crazy about her daughter. She never got over it. She was fucking like just legit like stuck in that moment and stuck like in the past. And she low key secretly had like malice, like just all these bad harbored feelings, whatever, about like not only Menma's classmates and her friends, whatever, but like just she was just delusional, bro. She was out of her mind, bro. So, you know, we get glimpses of a lot of different things, right? And all this time, we're basically trying to find out what is Menma's wish, okay? Because no one knows Menma's wish. No one knows. She can't remember. Yadomi doesn't remember. He doesn't know, and they're still in between of whether they believe him or not. So after that scene of the almost, you know, essay, right? Was it Yadomi promised Angel that he was going to go. He promised her he was going to go to school as a thank you because she had helped out with, you know, him and Popo before. And when he goes to school, she's like basically like getting like talked to by the principal. Everyone's talking about rumors about Anjo, saying she's easy. Oh, she slept with the principal. She slept with the teacher. Yeah, whatever. Yadomi basically stands up for her and like he just says whatever to like he says whatever to distract the narrative and like peel the narrative away and kind of like try to save her, whatever.
That
And
shit was funny.
that shit was funny because he was like, "What about me, guys? I'm the one who hasn't been here for forever. Like, stop talking about her, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Look at me. Like, it was, yeah, it was a glimpse. It was a glimpse of some, not redemption, but like some type of likability for the main character. Because I'm gonna be honest, the whole time, the main character was kind of bleh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think. I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't really feel so. I didn't feel strongly about any of the characters besides Popo, really. But that was like a really good. Like he had moments, like Yadomi,
I mean,
the main character. He had
that's
moments.
not true. We all felt strongly about Yukiyatsu, whatever.
Oh well, you know what I mean, bro. Like in a good way. We all hated Yukiyatsu, but true. But yeah, so that was like for me, that was the first glimpse of like, you know, he got some character, and like Chris, and for Chris, he said, I never hated the show, but I was never really fully invested until that moment. Okay, which is good. I got you, Mitty. This town needs a therapist. Okay, so he fucked with Jin. Yeah, I really didn't fuck with Jin, but that moment was a good moment. And I don't know, it was just like the whole thing was just about like trying to grant her wish and what is the wish and whether people believe Jin or not, right? They came to the conclusion that like they don't really believe him, but then what? There was what was it that made them what happened before she started like appearing to them?
You want to know the moment where they believed him?
No. Right before that, there was a moment. There was something that happened right before they believed him because they had went to, or was this the second time? No, they went to visit the mom the first time. So after Menma visited her family, whatever, and saw what was going on, Jin and them visited the mom to try to figure out what Menma's wish could be, right? Or no, I forgot when this was.
They got the diary.
They got the diary
at the place, but then, yeah, like LK said, she called them all.
Yeah, something happened. Something happened before, right before that.
Up.
But yeah, something happened right before that because they went to the place twice, whatever, and something happened right before she revealed to them. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it doesn't really fucking matter. CJ, would you?
And they were like, "Oh, we got to do the fireworks."
Yeah, the fireworks.
I'm not sure, but I do like that Glasses Girl knew the whole time that Yukiyatsu, who she likes, is a complete asshole.
Oh yeah,
because she said,
"Oh,
if you take away all this Menma shit, there's nothing there because he's just horrible."
Yo, for real. She said you're lucky. She said anyway. Lucky. She said lucky you have a pretty face.
She's standing 10 toes down. She's like, this guy, he ain't full of nothing but shit, but I love it.
For real. Dude, I don't get it, bro. He's a fucking class 1 weirdo, bro. Like straight up, bro.
That village water, something in there.
That village is crazy. So basically now we get to the point where they're like, oh, it must be the fireworks because she had remembered, like, I think Menma remembered something about, Yadami's mom. And they also remember something about the fireworks when they read the diary. Now they're all back on board, and they're trying to make it happen. They're trying to, like, make her wish happen. They're trying to send her off to heaven. And everyone's all hands on deck. Yadami's working fucking triple overtime, you know what I'm saying, to try to make the money. They're all trying to get the money to make it happen. They're trying to get the fireworks dude to approve, but the fireworks dude is like, nah, I can't, because Menma's family, or better yet, Menma's father, which we thought, wouldn't approve it, right? We thought that Menma's father was just a dickhead because he was cold. He wanted to pack away Menma's stuff. He didn't really want to, like, hear too much about it, whatever the case may be. At that certain time, lo and behold, it was just the mother who was just out of her gourd, like just distraught, fucked up in the head. You know what I'm saying? She was blaming the kids for Menma's death. Like, she wanted to know why it had to be just Menma, why, why they couldn't do something about it. She almost fucking, like, broke Sudami's wrist. Like, it was just weird. It was weird as shit, bro. Yes, Tiny. It was just weird as shit, bro. It was weird as shit. But anyways, they try to, basically make this wish happen so they can send Menma to heaven. And then this is where what happens? Because they have to stop. Can someone remind me? What happens now? They had to stop doing it.
The firework guy.
He said no. Yeah, he disapproved it. And then is that when Yukiyatsu yoked him up again? Yoked up Yadami again?
They had to. What happened? I know they came to an agreement.
There was an event, and then they all stopped, and then Jintan continued to work his ass off.
Okay. I feel like something happened, but regardless. What happened, CJ? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I'm trying to just remember how they came to the agreement with the firework or gunpowder guy or whatever.
They went to go see the dad, and then the dad was like,
"Yeah, yeah, I know how that happened.
Like, okay,
I know how that happened, but that's like a little bit later because
they all started working, and then they had some conflict that led to Jin taking on the whole thing.
Well, no. So remember, they didn't get the approval of the dad until afterwards when they actually was ready to do it. So what happened was, once they said no, once the project was canceled, that's when Jin was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it alone. They were basically calling him crazy. Right? Like, can you just stop with this Menma shit? Stop roping us in, whatever. It was mostly Yukiyatsu because he's a fucking psycho. But anyways, and this is where Yukiyatsu collapsed at work. Anjo, got a mortar, shot him up, whatever. And this is where Anjo finally admitted her feelings for him and that he should just stop, right? And he's just like, I gotta work. I gotta see this through. I don't care. And then he's kind of like in his thoughts about like, well, do we even need to send her away? No, but I have to grant her wish. And he's kind of like in between himself, right? The conflict was the mom bitching them out and him realizing that she hated them. Exactly. Yeah, that was the conflict. The mom was like basically like blaming them and like losing her mind and shit like that, whatever. So then once he decided to do it on his own and Anjo became like whatever, and she was kind of like a shut in herself or whatever the case may be, whatever. I think Popo was still grinding too, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because Menma had walked in on Popo at the store, and Popo was like, I can't let him do it by himself. If he believes it, I believe it. Popo just being a goat again. And then this is when what happened?
Popo always grinding. It don't matter what day.
You're right. But Menma catches him, right? And then that's when the flyers go, and she's like, what the fuck? And then that's when they're like, oh, you guys have been working, right? Yeah. I got a silent call from his house, and all I heard was movement. And this is where she's starting to show glimpses of her being real. Yukiyatsu then walks up to the Super Peace, clubhouse. They're all there, and they're all asking him, what were you doing today? Can you stop this whole facade? And then Yukiyatsu chokes him up again. He's like, can you stop this whole facade? Just let us go. Let us stop. just being a fucking absolute piece of shit. Like, just die. I can't stand Yukiatsu, bro. Honestly, bro, he's the worst character and like one of the worst characters in anime. But regardless, this is where Menma finally shows herself because she was calling all them and they're all like, oh, it had to be Yukiatsu, but no, it couldn't have been because he was working. And then she's finally writing in the diary. And this is where we're like, oh shit, she's real. Oh shit, she's real.
I will say I liked Yukiatsu way more once the cross-dressing thing got out because he started speaking his mind more for real instead of just acting like, oh, nobody cares about Menma, move on.
Yeah, he was
I
annoying,
did
bro.
like
He was
him
still
more
just a
when
selfish
he
prick the whole time.
revealed his real thoughts, but he was still a dick, and nobody needed to hear that shit.
Was so happy, but also so cranked when she finally wrote in the diary. Was happy it finally happened. I needed this type of interaction from Menma like 5 episodes ago. Facts. Yeah. So, but here's the thing, though. If you recall, like, yeah. But so here, right? Here's the thing where it doesn't really make sense. She could have been showed that she was real, right? Because she can move stuff and obstacles and whatnot and all this other shit, whatever. But remember, she can't write in anything outside of her diary. Okay. So that's like the only like limitation that she has, but she can still like do shit. She can cook, clean, move objects, fucking make phone calls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just can't talk to motherfuckers. So she could have been did all this shit, and this would have never been an issue about if we believe him or not. But all of a sudden now she's like, "Don't worry, I got it, Jintan," and she writes in the diary, and it's like, "Oh, I had so much fun with everyone today."
I hated it too, but you gotta also remember, like,
I know they have to build it up.
Tarded. No, she's tarded. She's just straight tarded. It never crossed her mind.
She's slow.
It never crossed her mind, bro. Until this moment where she's like, she's getting a big fat dosage of what is actually happening. Like, she can't not understand what's happening at this point. So it finally clicks in her brain.
She can make food, but can't write unless it's her diary or carving in the wood. I guess she needed a personal connection to it to interact with. Still dumb. Yeah, for whatever reason, it was limitations. But with that all being said, they finally, obviously, were able to interact with her. She could write on paper, and they finally were like, "Yo, bet, let's send her off, right?" And that's when they called the dude and asked him. They called the fireworks guy. They're like, "Yo, why didn't you approve this shit?" The fireworks dude is like, "Yo, they was tripping, bro." So they went to the dad. They met the dad in the parking lot, both Tsurumi and Yukiatsu. Yukiatsu does like the fucking head down, head on the floor. Please let us do it. And they found out that, nah, Brody, I wasn't tripping, Brodiante. I wasn't tripping. It's my Dukes. My Dukes is bugged the fuck out, bro. She the one who said no to all this shit, bro. I ain't had shit to do with it. I didn't even know this was going on, right? So Pops was like,
he's trying to do his job.
He's like, I'm just trying to get to the money, bro. Like, yo, what you want from me, gang? And then finally he says, yes, it's a go, right? So now all this preparation and stuff is being done. Everybody's full work mode. Let's get to it. Let's make it happen. Yada, yada, boom, boom, boom. And you have a scene where they're at the temple, and as Yadomi is interacting with Menma, and so is Popo, Anjo goes to cry because she's like, I can't stand, like, she's so wrapped up about how much she still loves Yadomi. And she can't get it through her head, and she can't get over it, and she's so distraught, whatever. And Yukiatsu is also so pissed too because he's like, I love Menma. But Menma is only showing herself to Yadomi. Then we get to the fireworks. Yadomi runs out all these invitations. Whoever can come. So the little brother, Menma's little brother, was like, I'm going, bro. Ma, sorry. I gotta go. Stupid. Like, what you talking about? Like, you don't even know how tall I am. Bro, yeah, little brother's a good character too. He's like, yo, like,
trying to live.
He's like, because he was telling Yadomi when they had that interaction at that park, he was like, yeah, like, I don't really know much about my sister, but I do remember the one moment where she said, protect the peace at home, because she was a super peace buster. And also, I know that things have changed, and I resent my mom because she just went batshit crazy. She don't even know how tall I am. He go to my dudes. He's like, yo, how tall am I? She's like, huh? Bitch, you don't even know. You don't even know yet another fucking child. I'm going. Kick rocks.
Yeah. Also, he said, "Damn, like he understands that she lost a child, but like I'm still alive."
Like, what about me, bitch? Like, what's up? Like,
I'm alive, but you just here ignoring me. Like,
For real, right, Chris? Yeah, I love that line. They have another kid still, 100%. Like, bro, he was just looking for some parents, bro. Like, motherfuckers forgot a parent. I mean, I would never understand what kids go or parents go through when they lose a child, right? But like, come on, gang, you still got another child you got to take care of that you still need to, like, nurture, give care to, attention, love, something. So everyone's going. And this is when they set off the rocket, bro. And right before they set off the rocket, Yadami was like, no, I should stop this. And he tried to stop it, but it was way too late. The rocket sends off. He turns around. Guess what? Menma's still here. Menma's still here. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, bro, you know what? However you got to end it, just end the shit, bro. For real, I'm over it, bro. What the fuck is
Yeah.
this bitch's wish?
They
What is
spent
this bitch's wish?
6
I
episodes
like
doing this.
Like,
I
I'm like,
like it because if she went off in that rocket, I would have had to Falcon punch the main character because he didn't even say the shit he needed to say.
you're right.
So
You're right.
if the shit ended there, it would have been a catastrophe.
You're right. But at the same time, I was just ready for it to end at that point because I'm like, bro, like, damn, is she gonna leave or not, bro? What is the bitch's wish, bro? What is her wish, gang? Please, bro. Please. What is her wish, bro? Like, I know she had a little epiphany when she was on the bridge and she looked at the water and she remembered Yadami's mom, and like her wish was actually to make him cry. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, bro, like, please, can we just can we get to the point, bro? Like, because at this point it's just doing too much, bro. And then the final episode, they all come together again at the temple, and then Yadami is like, bro, like, she's not gone. And then this is where it all comes out, their true intentions. The reason why she didn't leave, and the reason why she's done, well, I guess this wasn't the real reason she was here, but they're all talking about their intentions. Anjo wanted Menma gone with this rocket because she wanted Jin. Okay. Yukiatsu was still tight because guess what? I can have Menma, no one can. All right, send this bitch away. Okay, I'm tired of this shit. Fuck Yadami. Right? That's how Yukiatsu's thinking. Then Tsurumi is like, I'm a fraud, but y'all all frauds too. Everyone's a fucking fraud. We're all frauds. Well, she didn't really say she liked Yukiatsu, but Anjo was like, bitch, you a fraud too. Like, you can't check me, ho. You like him. You like this crazy ass motherfucker, bro. What you talking about? Like, you like this nigga. What? What are you talking about? Like, how you coming at me, Gango? Like, respectfully, bitch, you crazy. And then Popo is the only one with a real reason to cry. The only one with some real PTSD was Popo. He the only one who really had a reason to cry for. All these motherfuckers is selfish, stupid, annoying, whiny, jealous. Popo the only one who really has some real shit trauma. Bro saw it happen. He saw her die, bro. Like, what? All these people with these crazy ass, malicious ass thoughts. And Popo is like, I wanted to send her off because I just can't stop forgetting about it. Well, no shit, nigga, you need therapy, gang. You need therapy, Brody. Like, what are we talking about? And that shit was just so annoying for me to see everyone have these dumbass reasons, and then Popo is the only one who really had a reason. Like, what?
Why was that annoying to see? Because you basically knew it.
We knew it, but they kept drawing it out, and I'm like, bro, like, come on, gang, can we get through with this, bro? Chris said, hold on, let me see. Men was the favorite facts. I was a huge fan of the last episode, but that was really it. Okay, Chris. CJ said me too. Chris said the Popo reveal that he saw her die was rough. I felt for him. He's the only one I felt for when he was crying. Fuck the rest of them clowns. Facts. Also, I hate how emotional I get. I was never fully hooked onto the show, and yet the last episode had me wiping away tears left and right. Yeah, the last episode was the only one I felt like they did right, bro. I actually read a comment on the website too. On the last episode, one of the dudes was like, I'm not gonna lie, 80% of the show was bullshit, but at least they did the last episode right. Because I was really mad. Jay Will said, bro, the reveal was wild, bro. He was carrying that vision of her floating his whole life and was the most optimistic person in the whole group. For real, bro. Go. Like, bro, it was crazy. It was crazy, bro. The only one with some real trauma was Popo. But regardless, they're all crying, including Yadami, because he realized that he just selfishly wanted her to stay, which is why, you know, he started crying and he never got to tell her all the things he wanted to tell her. And then you see Menma start disappearing. And then the last episode was actually emotional as fuck. The last episode, I feel like they actually did right. That shit was crazy. Would anybody like to explain, or do y'all want me to just continue?
No, you're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into it.
All right, go get into it.
So before that, I was enjoying like the last 2 episodes a lot. I
Best
wasn't
episodes by
annoyed
far.
about the rocket thing. I wasn't annoyed by the rocket thing. I needed her to come back, and what I was annoyed with. I loved when they finally knew she was real because she run the diary.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, main character did not get an apology from nobody.
From no one.
They've been
For real.
disrespecting him the whole show.
Yep.
They finally realized, yo, this girl is real, and nobody even brings it up to apologize to this fool. None.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's crazy work. I'm unsatisfied.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That's facts.
moving
They
on.
definitely owed him an apology, 110%.
Oh man, yeah. Anyway, so we get to the final episode. Best episode by far. I love that everyone finally started admitting their feelings, even though we know like almost everyone's feelings.
We knew
I like
everything.
that it all got out in the air. Everyone is becoming like they finally understand their own self because
Yeah.
a lot of them were lost in the sauce. They realized that they were being selfish.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why she didn't go. And then it also led to the freaking funny ass reveal. I don't know if y'all was too busy crying to laugh at this shit, but yo, freaking Menma, the reason, her wish, her actual wish, it was actually
To make Jin
her in the hospital with Jin's mom,
Yeah.
and it was actually Jin's mom's wish. He's like, oh, I just want him to get mad and cry and blah blah blah. So Menma says, she promises her, I'll make him cry. And I'm just laughing my ass off because mom's on that bed. And the best words of comfort you could tell his dying mom is, I'll make your son cry
Yeah.
That's crazy.
all my life.
All my
And
life.
then Menma is just on a mission to make this fool cry. I was laughing my ass off. Little demon.
I didn't laugh, but I was like,
Wow.
I'm like, all right, whatever. Like,
I
Lil
was
Memo
like,
was
nah,
the
I had
goat. Lil
so
Memo
much
was the
more
goat.
respect for her. It's just that she's kind of slow, so she didn't know the most effective ways to do
Effective
it.
way.
But that the whole plot of her just trying to make him cry is funny as hell to me.
For real. Chris said Yukiatsu should have sucked him off for giving him a chance to talk to Menma again. Bitch ass dude. Oh yeah. Also was wrecked by the I love you, the type of love to be your wife. Yeah, so excuse me. Basically, last episode, man, is like her departing, bro, right? So she's fading away. She says she doesn't have much time, and Jin obviously finds her, and he's like, they all agreed to meet at the clubhouse one more time to find out what her wish was, right? And send her away. The whole group besides her. Jin gets home, he sees her, she's on the floor, and he notices that she's starting to fade away. So as she's starting to fade away, she tells him like, oh, this was actually my wish. It looks like it was already granted. I don't have a lot of time left. And, you know, this is where Jin is saying like, yo, like, no, like, just give me some more time. Like, you can't leave yet. Like what's going on? He then he literally puts her on his back, no shoes, just sprints to the fucking clubhouse, bro. Sprints to the clubhouse. When he gets to the clubhouse, he starts to lose her presence. So now he can't even see her. He can only hear her now. So everyone sees him tripping out. Everybody, like, you know, they see what's going on because he's frantic, he's panicking. He's like, Mema, that's not funny. That's not funny. And this is where she said, let's play hide and seek. Mema says, let's play hide and seek. Obviously, we know what we really know, you know, obviously the child game, whatever that they used to do, but we know where it was alluding to. So they play hide and seek and they all scatter to try to go and find Menma. And she's just the whole time trying to write in her little her diary. She's trying to write in her diary. She's like, please just give me more time, Lord. Give me more time. Give me more time. I just need a little bit of time, a moment. please just let me have this, whatever. And she's like, she can't even write for real. She's literally holding her hand, like trying to write because she's fading away as she's doing this stuff, right? And she's writing individual notes to each of the members. So then they can't find her. They're like, Menma, whatever. Where are you? And then Jin's like, fucking, his feet is like bleeding and black and blue and shit, whatever. Cause he ain't had shoes the whole time. And then finally, you know, they're asking, what is it? They said, are you ready? They kept screaming, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh no, wait, was this? Yeah, they screamed, are you ready, right? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? And she says, was this before or after they found the notes?
After.
After, okay. So they find the notes. They found the individual notes, and the notes says to each one of them, I love you for so-and-so. Anjo, I love you for being responsible. Oh, I love you, and you're always so responsible. Surimi, I love you, and you're
Oh, cool or something.
so cool or calm or something like that, whatever. She says to Popo, I love you, and what?
You're
So funny. You're so funny. Yeah, you're so funny. Yukiatsu, she says, I love you, and
You cross dress.
no. She'd say, I love you, and cross dress. She said, I love you, and you're so kind.
You say you're so mentally unstably interesting.
No. I think she said, you're so kind. And then obviously, oh, she said, you're kind to the glasses girl. Okay. What did she say to Yukiatsu?
She said, go jump in a hole, bitch.
I forgot what she said to Yukiatsu, but honestly, fuck him. But then she says, honestly, fuck him, bro. But she says, and this is where, you know, it gets really emotional. She said to Jin, I love you. The type of love to be your wife. Now that was right there, like, that right there was like legit, like, that's when the emotions was like, damn, like, I was getting a little emotional. I was like, damn, bro, this anime low key ain't really been on that, but this episode is a little getting to me for real, bro. And it's just like, you know, they don't want to send her off without having the final goodbyes. So that's when they said, are you ready? And she finally says, ready, because this means that she's ready to go. She's ready to let go. She's ready to go to heaven and move on, reincarnate, so on and so forth. And then this is where they can all finally see her, hear her, and see her. Finally, can every one of them can finally see her and hear her as she's like sitting at the tree. And they basically just all give their goodbyes. They all say, I love you. Obviously, Jin, he says, I love you, whatever. And did they shout something else before she left? Oh, yeah. We found you, right? Is that what it was?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and then that's when they said, we found you. And yeah, that was a very emotional scene, a very touching scene. So that was tough, bro.
Boom, boom. Yeah, I had no complaints about that episode.
Same. I'm gonna just catch up on chat real quick. The notes to everyone reading them. I wasn't well, J Will. Chris said when the glasses bitch tried to eat out the friends, and she was like, nah, it's I love you all. She was cool. She was a cool ass little kid. Yeah. J Will said, bro, Lil Memma going to visit the mom by herself on multiple occasions was fire. Facts. Lil Menma, Popo in that order. Yeah. Oh wow. What's this? Oh shit.
It is cassava with mackerel.
Damn.
That sounds gas.
Very local. In the local.
So y'all can see what I'm working on right now. Y'all can't really see from the play, but I'm gonna put it in my Discord so y'all can see the picture. Damn. Holy.
So usually you eat it with your.
Okay.
That's how you're supposed to eat it, but we gave you the.
Yeah. Mmm. Wait, what's this supposed to be?
This is cassava with the.
Yeah, it's like.
Eat it.
So it's like a. Yeah. Take it and then dip it. Yeah. But like, what's this? Like, what's the cassava? What's in this? Mmm. It's the heat. It's the heat. Tell him I said thank you. This is crazy. Oh, damn. Sorry, y'all. I had some food. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. What the fuck? I forgot to take a picture. Anyways, but yeah. So the absolute, I think, I think the last episode was a banger. One Piece guy, Yuki, and okay. But yeah, basically, last episode was fire. Um, but yeah, anybody got any like final whatevers or not?
Nah, last episode was good. Wrapped it up
I-
well.
Yeah, I think the last episode was really good. I think it was really well too, like really well put together. I think the writing was kind of like poor for most of the anime,
They could
but
have just done that in the beginning, and then she could have.
I think the writing was poor for most of the anime, but I think the ending really tied it together well. This shit is crazy.
I think it was poor too,
This shit
but
was
not
fast.
as poor as
Oh shit.
you would think, because it revolves around a lot of really slow characters. So things that we find obvious, they don't find obvious.
Fair enough.
But still,
Mm-hmm.
it's still annoying watching that many slow people.
So driving WeebWatch. last episode saved the entire show. Absolutely. Who was everyone's favorite character?
Popo.
Mine's
Yeah,
Popo.
Popo,
Not even close.
I mean, he was Popo, the Enma's brother. I don't even know if he had a name. The dad, Jintan's
Sakun.
dad.
Sakun. The little brother was Sakun.
Fireworks guy.
My top three: Popo, Menma, and the dad. Dad never yelled at him. Jin's dad never yelled at him. Never got mad. Never forced him to do anything. Just wanted him to be alright. Was trying to just be there for him, look out for him. Wanted his best interest. You know what I'm saying? Thought everything was cute.
Yeah.
Greeted everybody with open arms, and yeah, that was dope.
We all know everyone's least favorite character, so.
It wasn't written as bad as Helsing, at least. Okay, bro, stop it. Popo's the goat. Jin, okay. Menma, Lil Menma, Popo, okay. That was also great. I did fuck with Jintan dad a lot. Facts. Okay, fair enough. What was everyone's rating?
This one's gonna be tough to rate.
Yeah, I don't know how to really rate this one. I'm gonna be honest. Holy.
Yeah, I was thinking this is a hard one to rate.
Yeah. Same.
I know this the kind of stuff that LK puts in his top 10 though.
Probably. Nah, cause like I never want to watch this show again.
LK was saying that he said it was slow and shit, bro. LK, when he was
LK
first
said
watching it,
Jin,
he said it was slow and that he couldn't get into it for real. Remember he said the animation was bad too?
Boy.
Okay.
The fact that
bad
LK got to the end of this show is crazy.
Yeah. LK said 7.8. The whole time Jintan thinks his dad doesn't pay attention to him, and at the end when Jintan apologizes, the dad just listing everything that he's been doing 100%. So gas. I fuck with the dad heavy. 7.2, I think I would have been in the high sixes, but I really felt the last episode. Fair enough. Chris said 7.2. Where's Chris? 7.2.
The guy that dropped Freerin, bro.
For real.
He said Freerin had no story.
We said looked. Oh, okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay. I was gonna give this a 7.3, but that last episode was so good, so I'm gonna put it at 7.5. Okay, Jay Will said 7.5. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought. Okay, 7 for McBiggie. 7 for McBiggie.
Um,
Oh, 7.2 for Battery last week. Okay, bet.
You actually finish McBiggie?
Okay.
I
CJ,
don't
what
believe
about
a
you?
word it says.
I don't know yet. I think my girl says 7.7.
7.7. Okay, bet. Oh, really? Wow.
Well, would you higher or lower than you thought?
Higher.
Yeah, she it got tears out of her in the last episode, so
Yep. Like Chris
she
said, the last episode redeemed it.
she had to review her rules because of this anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said if an anime make her cry, it's automatically a 9. But she said she can't give this a 9 because it was so annoying. On my anime list, she rounded up, give it an 8.
Okay. Now, what about you, CJ?
Uh, let's see.
How come about the story being bad, but watch 30 episodes of Free Reign? It's hilarious. Okay. That will
Bro, I
forever
could
be the
watch.
worst take.
I think
I could watch.
LK. Nah, LK
Okay,
gotta be, because there's no way he believes himself.
for real. He only stuck through the show because I had romantic interest. No cap.
Bro,
There's no way.
LK is like a super villain for takes.
No, okay, I love you, Big Dog, but you have the worst anime taste. Nah, you don't have the worst taste, but it needs to be studied.
Ain't nobody lying, bro.
Trust me, we ain't lying.
Dub, I'm gonna give this thick 9.
How much?
I liked it.
What?
6.9.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, me and TJ
I
thought
was
the same
like,
thing.
sir, I didn't hear enough out of you for this 9.
No, 6.9. No, 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 no.
I'm about to say 6.
No,
I
I
was about
liked
to
it a
say
little bit better
We
than
was about to have an
Inushiki, but
interview with you.
no. It was alright. I mean, the
yeah.
last episode definitely saved it for me. You could just
Mm-hmm.
delete all the middle episodes, and I would probably like it the same.
Mm-hmm. That's facts, though.
But some of the characters were good. Most of the characters were not.
Yeah, there's very few characters that I think were like really good in the show.
Yeah, facts, Chris. I was thinking about it, but then I was like, nah, this doesn't even deserve a 7.
Okay. Wait for CJ.
I definitely feel like if you cried, you can't give it lower than a 7.
For real. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah, I was emotional the last. I didn't cry, but I was like, this is.
Also, same. Yep.
It was tugging at the heartstrings, but it didn't, hit me because the
Mm-hmm.
rest of the show was, I don't know. And we knew she was dead the whole time, so it wasn't really like a shock factor.
True.
I'm looking through my rating.
Also, some that you pointed out, I would not want to watch this. I would not want to rewatch this.
Yeah, that's a thing as well. Like I can't.
I would not want to rewatch this. Like, not at all.
Because now knowing the whole plot,
Yep.
nothing would surprise me. And nothing really, besides the last episode, is worth experiencing again.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's better that this is all our first time watching, because if this was the second time for someone,
It might have been. It might have
it
tanked.
would be lower. Yeah,
Mhm.
it might have been. It might have been lower.
Naruto's also dog shit. Yeah, he's smoking crack.
Yo, LK has got to relax.
First said 0% rewatchability. On God. Straight up. Straight up. 0%
Bro,
rewatchability.
LK just be sounding like he trying to be different.
He just Delulu. I don't know how he's so Delulu. That's what surprises me.
I just picture him licking his lips after he say some shit. Like, yeah, this gonna bait him in good.
I was supposed to take a picture of my food, bro, but I couldn't, bro. Shit too good.
Bro, this is so hard.
Variety
the-
streamer.
Boy,
That shit was
bruh.
good. I'll get my update on Attack on Titan in a few days. So far, it's kind of mid. Yeah, nah, we don't want it. Straight up.
I'm telling you, bro, he has to be reaction farming because nobody would say this kind of stuff. Like he specifically says great anime and then gives his bad opinion on it, and no one was talking about said anime.
Did I like this more than Takapi? That's kind of where I'm at.
Takopi.
I'm gonna give this a 7.3. I don't think I liked it more than. I don't think I liked it more or less. I'm gonna go 7.3 for me.
But this shit is killing me.
Yeah, just living nostalgia. Demon Slayer clears them all, and it's not even close. Okay, keep being delusional. Demon Slayer is very good, but it's not clearing no Naruto. Fuck no. Not clearing One Piece. It's not clearing Attack on Titan. Clears? Nah, fuck no. Fuck no.
It's not even getting into the Attack on Titan after party.
You're smoking crack. All right, CJ, talk to me.
All right, bro. Yeah, I keep getting distracted by LK. You know, I gotta lock in.
Okay.
He's doing a good job, you know, just baiting us with his bad takes.
Come on, man.
Oh, sheesh. I'm gonna say
This ain't worth this type of pondering, bro. I ain't even gonna.
nah.
Yeah.
It's because I look at my score.
Okay,
I
fuck
know
you
what
up,
score I
Pablo.
want to give it, but then I look at another anime, and then I'm like, was this better than that one? And then that's where we
Yeah,
get
I
into
just looked at
problems.
my ranking of kings, and I was like, I liked ranking of kings slightly better than this. So
Slightly, eh?
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna give it a 7 point.
CJ's pondering a life changing decision with this ranking. For real, bro. You'd have thought so.
It's either
CJ.
7.3 or 4.
All right, so just choose one.
I give him
This-
7.35.
I need somebody
Blood,
to pick from.
did you like it more than Blood of Zeus?
Bro, that's what I was just asking myself. I don't know.
Or you're gonna have
You
to
know what?
change
Yeah.
your blood of Zeus.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I like Blood of Zeus slightly better because it had a
7.3.
goaded scene in there.
All right, 7.3. So we got
All right, we
7.3
got
out of CJ, 7.2 out of Chris, 7.7 out of CJ's girl, 7.8 out of LK, 7.3 from me, 6.9 from Kyle, 7 from McBiggie, 7.5 from J Will. The overall average is 7.3. Not a terrible anime, not a great